Hello, everyone.
Hey, we got some Star Wars stuff to cover today.
Yeah, it's the big day.
Yeah,
Boba Fett is no more.
yeah. I like Suspended.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of borrowed from Flesh and Blood. I don't know how many people that watch us still play Flesh and Blood. Or how many people watch us even know that we went through a Flesh and Blood phase on the stream. But yeah, Flesh and Blood did something very similar. They would suspend a card as long as they had a system in place to get rid of heroes, okay? Because it's a hero-based game as well. Mm-hmm. So they had a system that existed since the beginning of the game, the Legend thing, which is a system I thoroughly enjoy.
I think essentially that if as a hero wins a tournament,
yes,
it accumulates legend points, and if they hit a certain amount of legend points, they can no longer be played in the premier tournaments.
Yeah.
So they win themselves out of contention.
Yes, right, exactly. So it's like once you hit like peak that character existing, you never have to play him against them again.
Yeah.
Now, so you could choose. The funny thing is if you choose to be part of the problem, you are part of the solution in a system like that, right? Because you're like, well, this is clearly the best character. Let's go ahead and get it out of the format so we can go do something else, right? But Flesh and Blood releases characters a lot slower than Star Wars, and if Star Wars did that, it would take.
Flesh and Blood is like 3 to 4 characters a set.
Yeah, and so Star Wars, it could take like years with 18 leaders for even the first one to disappear. So, but what they would do is they would suspend cards as long as the hero looked like it was fixing to graduate, basically, once it was fixing to hit legendary status. So, I like Flesh and Blood. I would play more Flesh and Blood if we had an active play group in the store that I'm in. I think it's a really tight numbers game masquerading as like an arena pit fighter, right? So.
Free Boba. The riots are already starting in the
streets.
Oh
my god. Oh my god. Yeah, so this is a bold, decisive maneuver. One that I didn't expect, really.
I didn't expect it either. I thought they were going to let it cook.
Yeah, I do think maybe it's possible that card games have a tendency to wait too long to ban something. Magic feels that way. I don't know if anybody keeps up with Modern, but like, how the fuck are Orcish Bowmasters in the One Ring all around? People wanted to ban Ragavan, but then they just printed a card better than Ragavan, right? Like, anyway, so yeah, and right. His stats are kind of problematic, right? That's the thing about him that they said, right? That they
he's suspended, not banned. Do not use the word banned.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Do not use the word banned.
Yeah,
suspended. I like having the season 0 for PQ really helped. God hates One Ring. So it's stupid. Yeah. Power creep is kind of a ban.
Yes,
pretty much.
Right.
You just power creep the card that's broken out of the format.
Yeah, well,
and no one plays it anymore, and it's not a problem.
Yeah, Ragavan's a 2/1, huh? Let's print a 1/1 first strike lifelinker that creates tokens to block him. Right? Like, we'll just outvalue Ragavan by making something that kills him in combat and then duplicates itself.
It's like
basically
getting the cat to deal with your mouse problem, and next thing you know, you have
right.
arms.
And now you got $40 cats. That's what you got in Modern. I think that's honestly, I feel better about potential moves. They're looking at data.
Mm-hmm.
That's something.
They're really looking at data.
That's something. That I mean, like,
based on that. That's
cool. I like think I thought that like Boba Fett in a format as wide as this, I thought there would be enough tools to just maybe metagame it. So I'm not mad if he's just gone.
It's good to know now, especially.
Yeah, I mean, they basically said like.
The format is now extremely wide open.
Yeah, well,
Sabine is still around, but like making a deck that can beat Sabine is much easier than making a deck that can beat Sabine and Boba Fett.
Sabine and Bosk are just going to fill the Boba void. Well, Bosk as a leader is far more frail than
6 health is way
that's so much easier. So much easier to deal with than 7.
Yeah,
right. And Sabine dies to force choke. Now I know I'm using the dice to removal argument. Right.
Well, like Boba Fett did not die to take down, didn't die to fell the dragon.
I mean, we were We discovered that Boba died to off-aspect force throw pitching off-aspect Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, and that's like the thing that
So
you had to do.
like
to be
if
able
that
to beat it.
if that like if all of the decks just suddenly started playing that, then like that in itself might be a problem, right?
Yeah.
Because we're like having to go outside of aspect to play stuff to get him killed. Right?
The other option is like they let him cook in this current meta. They let him play through the entire next PQ season, and if he wins again through that, I think people will riot. And I think people do not play the game anymore.
you don't even have to worry about it because nobody will be playing the game for set 5.
Yeah,
right,
right, exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's
now you have an open PQ season where people can bring stuff. They can bring Sabine if they want to.
Yeah, so Sabine. The thing about the Sabine deck, like say Sabine Green, it is a deck that functions fundamentally the same every single game.
Yeah,
It's very, very similar draws, right? So there are no surprises in that deck.
and I don't really think a game anything in this set.
The thing is you cannot deviate from that core too far, otherwise it all falls apart.
Yeah.
Right? You can't you can't swap like and Sabine herself is like unduplicatable.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's Ahsoka might be better than Sabine.
This deck that I'm about to play here has some potential, I think, for just like straight aggro.
Yeah.
And I think it's more disruptible. Obviously, with the coordinate, your opponent can like be beating your stuff up, and that kind of hurts your game plan. But when Ahsoka comes down with coordinate, it's like
she hits hard.
She's scary.
She hits pretty hard, right? So
it's a little higher on the curve, obviously, than the Sabine run would be. But there's some really cool stuff you can do.
Yeah, I do think you can mulligan and tune your deck. I mean, like the villain green with whatever paired with whatever has always kind of feasted on Sabine decks, right? It's a combination of overwhelming barrage, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I think that was the major key to Boba's success against Sabine. You're slightly on your back foot. You deploy Boba, you overwhelming barrage, you kill 2 units. And then Boba can swing and kill a 3rd unit, right?
Yeah.
And it was that innate, like, tempo swing.
And if Sabine hadn't done enough damage to you before that, then they're in a really bad position.
Yeah, and so you put the Sabine deck on the back foot, and now, like, you win the game from there, right? Right, and also play a 2-drop, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes they don't draw a Darksaber.
So overall,
so I don't even think Darksaber's that broken in the deck.
Yeah, it's like really good against.
Because that's the thing. The thing was, and then I mean, it's possible. So another reason why Boba Fett, no good to me dead, right?
Yeah.
No good to me dead. Like they Darksaber Sabine, you no good to me deader. Like oh my god, the blowout, right?
Utter blowout. All right, ready to get to games?
Yeah. So I am packing tonight. Asajj Red. I'm trying out a new base here. I'm trying out the draw card base. Now, the reason I'm playing the draw card base is because this deck is like all 1 and 2 drops. There's like some high cost stuff in here. But I expect this deck will be out of cards by the time it deploys Asajj. And I'm playing stuff like Unmasking the Conspiracy. So I gotta draw new stuff. I'm gonna run out of cards. Did I put political pressure in here? Did I make this deck without political pressure? Oh no, it's in there. Okay.
10 gifted subs anonymous.
Oh my god!
Thank you so much, anonymous. You're killing it.
So yeah,
Appreciate
trying out Asajj. We're doing
an anonymous gifter.
It's I will be the first to admit this deck may not have enough units in it. So I'm playing like
Hog.
I'm playing droid deployment, and I'm playing political pressure, and I'm playing on the doorstep. I'm playing all of these to create units because Asajj can then make units that you have in play get bonus attack from it, right? Attack with a unit. If you played an event this phase, get +1. So
and those are all events that make units.
Yeah. So and then I'm playing the shielded units. So I'm playing Crafty Smuggler. And I'm playing the 7th Fleet Defender because these have shields on them. And so it is not only set 3 cards, unfortunately. because the set 3 units themselves, I think, are not like what this Asajj deck wants.
Yeah.
Maybe the 2-drop Separatist dude that gets plus raid 2 if you have a Separatist unit. Maybe that guy. I'm playing Bosk because I'm playing like 1,000 events in the deck. But we have the full hand disruption package. We've got Unmasking the Conspiracy. We've got Pillage. We've got Political Pressure. I think that's it, because the other stuff...
I mean, that's
no, I'm not playing Bazine. I'm sorry, this is only a partial. I think I had I think you can add Bazine to this deck. So it's possible Bazine's in there. And the reason I wasn't playing Bazine is because they draw a card. So I don't want to disrupt something from the hand and then give them something that I don't know about. Mm-hmm. Right? That's the thing, is that I don't... Force Throw! Excellent. Force Throw! Right there. Boom.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Force Throw is in there. So you could add Bazine to this. But yeah, I mean, a Force Throw just seems insane with Asajj, right? You deploy Asajj, Force Throw. Now, we are also playing Unmasking Conspiracy and Kylo's Silencer. So on turn 2, when we got 3 resources, we unmask, discard the Silencer, get a card from their hand, then redeploy then deploy the Silencer. Right? So we've got that little thing going on. We can also Force Throw our Silencer to kill something and then deploy the Silencer. I think that one is like a little smaller of a percentage play, but that one is there.
I'm pretty sure that deck's going to destroy my Wat Tambor deck.
I didn't want you were talking about the Wat Tambor deck beforehand, but I think that's just the nature of us just building decks in isolation. Mm-hmm. We're not building good wrestling IQ, because I would not have paired that Dooku into Overwhelm.dec versus another Overwhelm.dec deck as well, right? So now the Wat Tambor, you want to cover your Wat Tambor?
I'll talk about Wat Tambor. So this is like a spicy combo-ish build for Wat Tambor.
Using the combo, the infinite combo, and I'm going to...
I don't think that it can get the combo off.
I'm going to put in theory.
In theory,
I want to put quotations around everything so that we're like protected. We're not like... I guess this is the clickbait YouTube title section of it, right? In theory, you get Admiral Trench, Sand Hill, Admiral Mahdi, and then we go infinite and some stuff.
You need 2 Admiral Trenches. I also have...
Can I turn off my brain? No, I won't.
I also have the Emperor's Legion in here for kind of the redundancy for getting stuff back. But what you really, most of the time, are going to do with this deck is just like use Sand Hill to fuel turns where you buff him and swing multiple times with Admiral Mahdi. And you can get Mahdi back after you sacrifice him with Emperor's Legion or Admiral Trench. And you can buff those units with Wat Tambor. So you can be like swinging with like an 8-power guy twice in a turn. Yeah. And bringing the game back to close.
Yeah, and I think Sand Hill's just good value too, right?
Yeah.
Because
he can be free with Exploit, which is really powerful.
Yeah.
I'm obviously playing like a lot of those droids. I have the droid escort. I have the Poggle the Lesser in here. I am playing a lot of ways to go get Mahdi. I think Mahdi's like pretty important to the deck. I am playing Recruit. I am playing Cobb Vanth, who's really good at finding him, and he's also a really, really good exploit target.
He's an official too.
He's an official, but that doesn't matter in here. I do think that this deck, with the way I think it might be better as Dooku, or maybe even Palpatine.
Okay.
Because Palpatine, you can like dump your guys. Sometimes I would run into situations where I don't have an exploit target, or I don't have a way to get rid of Mahdi. I just need like a way to sacrifice him. So like Palpatine's hero ability would be great for that.
Yeah, there's somebody made a Wat Tambor deck on SwooDB and called him Glup Shido, so that's just stuck in my head. And as far as our take on Maul, we actually played Maul on Monday.
Yeah, so watch the video.
Justin basically
right here.
He rebuilt Vader Green, but with Maul. And honestly, Maul as a leader,
it's a good bit different than Vader Green.
Maul I was gonna say Maul as a leader though beats ass.
He's insane.
Like he hits hard.
He's crazy.
So I like. Maul is we're talking about Boba Fett being aggressively statted. Maul, in my opinion, is kind of aggressively statted, but I don't have a problem with that. Really, not really. Okay. Now, I can cover.
So the Ahsoka
Padme
deck is the natural progression from the Ahsoka starter, and there's not really much more to say after that.
Yeah.
So you can talk about Padme.
Yeah. So this Padme deck, I'm trying to coordinate because you have to have coordinate for her stuff to do anything.
Okay.
So we're doing like a little bit of Republic tribal here, and this is it's kind of a let's see what these cards do.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I think there's a lot of that going on.
So I believe if I were to make another version of this, like a legit take this to a tournament version, I think this is going to fall into the Finn trap of I don't actually have enough events to have interaction at the level that I would want. However, here's what we've got going on. We're going to try out the Liberator. And this is the guy that gains 3 life off your base if you've got another Republic unit. We got some Echo. I think he's just well statted. And I think he's, he's just kind of solid. We got Captain Tycho. He seems, I think he's actually got I really like Riken.
Yeah.
And he's like Riken, but if he costs 3.
Baby Riken.
So I think I said Tycho, it's Typho. Captain Typho has a lot of play. He's like really good to grab initiative with, right? So we're trying out Admiral Yularen. Once again, gives you a bunch of bonuses. 2/5 for 3. I'm not sold on that stat line, but it does have like restore. So it's nice to gain some stuff there. All right, we're trying out Luminara Unduli. I honestly don't believe that the grit on her probably matters, but I do think if you play her, and you've got 4 or 5 units, it says for each unit you control. So I think
follow up like a Rex,
Yeah. So I'm not playing Rex for the record, but Rex, there might be a reason to play Rex in here. Okay. So we got Luminari there. And then let's see. We got the Republic Tactical Officer. Just because I think this guy is very good.
He is very good.
I think his stat line makes him conducive to just sticking around on the board. We're gonna try out some Ayla Secura. Now, as far as old cards, we've got Ewing Reinforcement. We've got the Cobb Vanth, because he seems really good if you're trying to coordinate because he's a body, and if he dies, he goes and gets another body, right?
Cobb Vanth stonks way up.
Yeah, and Cobb goes and gets the Tactical Officer Echo. All right. We are trying out Drop In here. Do I have any other old? I got a 2 of Timely Intervention because it seems like Ayla, you get on 6. I think you're fine. Timelying Ayla, right? That seems good. Now, okay. Now this is the pure. Well, all right. We got the Supply Frigate. We're playing this as well. This just gives you more bodies.
Yeah, I considered playing that in Ahsoka, but I ended up not having room for it.
Yeah, it's a space unit. Yeah. So I don't actually. I think it's the only space unit in the deck. I would probably play more.
It was hard to find space units for building in this new set, I think.
So I've got Synchronized Strike. This feels like you could just play Akbar. But I'm going to try out Synchronized Strike because it costs 1 less.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to have a lot of units.
The benefit of Akbar is you can get it off the U-Wing.
Yeah, I see somebody asking a question that I'm fixing to answer. So, now the truly experimental part of the deck is the Compassionate Senator, where are you at? Steadfast Senator, and the Outspoken Representative, and the Petition the Senate.
Jeez.
So, Yularen and Cobb Vanth are both officials. all of these senators are officials. This representative is an official, and Padme herself is is an official. And so Cobb can die and go get one of the officials. So we're trying out petition the Senate. My suspicion is that it's terrible.
Yeah.
That's my suspicion. However, I do think Steadfast Senator is a good card. Because this is a 0/4, which involves your opponent using some sort of resource to kill her, if they're trying to kill her early. And she's like, has the gun on a stick. She's
I
like,
didn't consider her in Ahsoka.
So I think she is extremely, extremely powerful. We'll have to see where it goes. Also, because like if your turn 1 is like Steadfast Senator, Compassionate Senator, you just deployed 8 toughness worth of garbage.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, and this, like, there's a lot of early drops that just don't match up well into this, right? And then you've got the ability to kind of go from there, and they probably stick around just because, you know, they're kind of a pain in the ass to kill. Like, I don't think your opponent ever kills this guy. He doesn't have relevant text.
No.
Like, I know he says pay 2 and heal damage from a base. It can also heal from a unit, which I guess is not irrelevant. Yeah. But yeah. So we're gonna try out this. We'll see where this goes. Padme, like, you know, she's like clearly a value-based leader. And value-based leaders are not what win the game currently.
Yeah.
Tempo-based are. That's the whole reason why Boba Fett's banned, because he is 100% a tempo-based leader. So I'll roll to see which one I'm playing first. Okay. I'll do even odd. Odd for Asajj, even for Padme. 12, I'm playing Padme first. You missed the Padme explanation. So here's the thing. Normally when I make a deck, I'm usually making like lines. I don't know that I have lines of play with this Padme deck.
You're just gonna see what happens.
I'm just gonna put some units onto the table, and we'll just kind of see where it goes from there, right? That's the thing about decks usually, is that you build a deck because you want something. She might die faster than the explanation. So there's incidental life gain in this deck, and I do think that goes a long way when your opponent's plan is to try to bludgeon you to death. Because suddenly they need one more attack that they weren't expecting. And that can buy you the action, right? That's the thing you need. You need the one action to win the game. I don't know that this deck has got enough aggression, like enough ways to buff units to actually kill units, right? The +0/+1 base. So as a 2/7 with Restore 1, I think if you deploy her and the aggro deck swings 7 in her to kill her, then that's far better than the Restore 1 you would have gotten.
Yeah, it's not like she's the Krennic Restore 2.
Yeah.
That goes a long way too. That
no, I mean she's like against like control, she's like,
yeah, getting cards and stuff.
Yeah, she's like draw a card, which is crazy. Like, so, but you do need a certain critical mass of Republic stuff, otherwise you might whiff. So, excellent. Okay. Yeah, whatever. We don't need that. We're not getting to that part of the game.
I'll play Echo.
Echo. I'm going to play the Compassionate Senator.
I'll take initiative.
I'm going to play the Steadfast Senator.
Beautiful.
All right.
Those are easy coordinate. Just stay there forever. All right, I'll play Batch Brothers.
Okay.
Make a token.
So I actually have I have an interesting line here. So I'm gonna tactical officer. We'll have the compassionate senator fight the token there.
I'll hit your base for 2.
Oh, you fool! Now I can Padme. You could have attacked this and killed it, and then I couldn't Padme.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
You fool!
That's okay.
I will now activate world first Padme activation.
They might be.
Okay. Search the top 3 cards for a Republic card, reveal it, and draw it. And so these other 2 get shuffled and put on the bottom, correct?
You reveal the one you drew?
Oh, and reveal it. It was Admiral Yularen.
Okay. I'll take initiative.
All right, I will pass. My God. Actually, I think our resource that.
All right. I'm gonna ECL heavy into the green senator.
Okay. You'll rue the day. I'm going to have the tactical officer take out the Batch brother.
Echo. I think I'm actually gonna take out the senator now.
Okay. I am going to play the outspoken representative. He's got Sentinel.
I'll take initiative.
I am going to play the compassionate senator.
He's back.
Just when you thought I was out of senators. And then I'm going to Padme. That's right. World's second activation of Padme. Oh. My senators will blot out the sun. Man, my guys had power, you'd be in trouble too.
Right.
I guess they're like a combo together. Let's do this. Okay. Shut up.
I'll play this Republic Arc 170.
All right. If you thought for a second that I've even begun to legislate, you got another thing coming.
You can draw 3 cards whenever you want.
You got another thing coming. I'll tell you that. I will play Echo and Legend Rule Echo.
Wrong.
Let's get Padme out here. How about that?
I'm gonna have Echo take out that thing.
All right, toast. Clone Trooper. We're going to Republic Tactical Officer Padme into Heavy. So she'll end up taking 5. Everybody else is going to take a sampling of damage. I restore 1 when I attack with her.
Plays clone heavy gunner.
Okay. I am going to play Typho. Typho is going to pick this clone trooper to gain Sentinel. Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to Padme. All right, Luminari.
I'll deploy Ahsoka.
All right. So no way you don't attack with Ahsoka there. Tactical officer. Do I care about this 1 damage? I don't believe that I do. So I will just take initiative here.
Okay. I'll take it out.
All right. Take 2.
Pass.
If I had seen the strike, I would be in good shape here. The thing that does damage based off the number of units.
Yeah.
I have not seen that yet. Okay. What are we gonna do with Typho here? Typho. Typho dies versus Ahsoka. I'd be in a way better shape if I had that green dude around still, right? Like in this situation.
Yeah,
like
I think it has got to go in this deck against that deck.
The green senator would actually be doing crazy stuff right now. All right, we'll have Typho attack the heavy gunner, and then give this Republic officer Sentinel.
I'll trade.
Okay. Alright, so I think I have to attack with Padme here. So I will. I'll attack your base for 2. We use Padme and we'll look at the top. I'll get a supply frigate. Surprise strike in the top 3. It's at the bottom of the deck now. So
I'll hit your base for 5.
Okay. I'm going to play the Compassionate Senator.
I'll hit your base for 3.
Okay. We're going to petition the Senate and draw 3.
That's that might be actually really good. I'm gonna have Echo fight Padme.
Okay. Padme is toast. I will play I will play the Steadfast Senator.
I'll play Captain Rex.
I will take initiative.
Pass. Steadfast Battalion. Not quite.
It's playing Cloudgo Ranger on me over there.
Pretty good card. It was always good.
So I have a Luminaria here, and she would gain 6, but then I get like beat the fuck up. I really think the tempo of this game would have changed if I'd had a surprise strike on that last turn, because I could have blown up Ahsoka. So I think Ahsoka actually represents the most damage here, right? We can kind of trade damage back and forth for a bit. All right, so we'll have the Steadfast Senator will action. Typho will attack Rex, and then on attack, he's going to give the tactical officer Sentinel.
All right, I'll have Echo take out the officer.
All right, take 1. I'm going to play the outspoken representative.
I'm going to U-Wing reinforcement. We were fishing for Clone Commander Cody here. And this guy is also pretty good. Coruscant Guard. So Coruscant Guard will ambush this dude.
Alright. Well, I'll get a Clone Trooper.
And he's got Overwhelm actually too.
Yeah. So I tell you, I get Overwhelm for 1. If my guys had power, you would be in trouble.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the results of this election are not what we wanted. We'll move on to the next game.
You're conceding.
So I think I like resource to U-Wing reinforcements. I think I would play. Is Akbar an official?
Surely.
Is Akbar an official? I think if Akbar's in
He's
this
an
deck,
admiral, so maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe is Akbar. Does anybody know? I've got like there's dialogue trees with tons of election jokes. Yes, he is an official. That's what I thought.
Let me run Padme back because I want to play Trench twice in a row.
What's that?
I'm gonna run Padme back or Ahsoka back because I want to play Trench twice in a row.
Okay.
He is an official. Ooh. Yeah.
Now I'll say how the game Rex is where it was the turning point of the game.
Yeah.
And prior to that, this deck gummed up the board. So there's something going on there. There's something going on with this Padme stuff.
I think it had some stuff.
I had like 1,000 cards in hand. If there was a light side super laser blast, you would have been a world of hurt, right?
Like, you play the in defense of card.
Yeah, Christophus. Yeah, could be.
I mean, I think that's pretty playable.
I mean, I had like a lot of stuff.
You just dump all your 1-cost senators that you've been drawing into the whole game. Maybe that L is playable.
It
in
could
that
be.
particular deck.
Could be.
And you kill all your opponent's character units.
Right? I like you're like at that point. I mean, I had how many more cards in my hand than you?
Right.
It does not.
It doesn't matter if you kill 4 dudes.
Yeah. Maybe invasion.
There might be something there.
Maybe. We need to Jar Jar
Official Jar Jar.
All right, it's Ventress time. Yeah. I started activating Padme on turn 2. Activated her on turn 2, 3, attacked with her on 4. So I write a science if you write it down. False. We've recorded it.
Padme got you 4 cards.
Yeah. Padme drew 4, so.
I think that card's extremely playable then. In defense of Christophsis.
Oh, because that's the exploits right there, right?
Yeah.
Exploit them and
exploit.
Yeah, I mean, my way out of that, like at that point, my way out of that situation is blow up your board.
Yeah,
right?
you take a dump on the board.
And then you're like having to rebuild from there. Or
yeah, and if I don't have a U-winger or something, then even with that, you're still way ahead of me on cards.
Yeah.
You're basically in the same situation you had built up to at that point. 14.
13.
I think the mulligan actually. Exploit seems like a tough balancing act of having fodder and then not bricking your high cost cards. Yeah, there's like a sweet spot I think with like exploit and then exploit payoff things that you gotta find when you're deck building. I got a lot of that going on in Wat Tambor. You can make exploit less of a risk when you're deck building, is the thing. Okay. Me first?
Yeah.
I'll play this Coruscant Guard.
I'm going to play Bib Fortuna.
It's him.
Hey, you know what time it is.
I'll take initiative.
Dewawanga.
Done?
Yeah. What, pray tell, do I resource here?
What do you guys think about Boba? We talked about that for like 20 minutes at the start of the stream.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
reference that. But
yes.
Ultimately, great, and we like the reasons.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was not a baby. I was not complaining about the meta, but they acted fast, which is, I think, card games, especially competitive card games, have a tendency to act kind of slow.
I'll attack you, brace for 3.
Okay. We're gonna use Bib Fortuna and 3. We're gonna play On the Doorstep. We're gonna put 3 droids into play, and they're ready.
I'll play this here, Arc 170.
All right. We're gonna have Asajj take a battle droid and take out the Coruscant Guard.
I'll take initiative.
And then you'll take 2 more from battle droids. I'll pass. I got to like readjust my chair based off the cards I just drew.
Gross. What's that? Okay.
Nathan not complain. Hey.
I'll hit you for 3.
Sure. Let's do a little bit of what the kids call stalling. We'll have battle droid attack you for 1.
Play an Arc 170.
You got 1 open. Asajj is in the clear. Out she comes.
I'll take initiative.
Do
whatever you want to do.
You draw
a card.
Ooh. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna bib Fortuna a force throw at you.
I'll discard Anakin's Interceptor.
All right, we'll do 2 damage to that arc. I am going to force throw you again.
Captain Rex.
Boom! Asajj is picking up a lightsaber. Asajj is hitting you for 7. This battle droid is going to hit you for 1. Alright. And we're done here. Next turn.
Yeah, 3 cost 3/4 green ship is
I think it's fine.
I think it's really, really playable. It's a Republic green deck.
Yeah, it's a fine body. I don't hate it at all. It competes for space. So
I'm gonna play these 501st Liberators.
Gain 3,
Deal 3.
cards in hand.
1.
Cards in hand. Let's okay. All right. Let's open fire this guy.
I'll take initiative.
Woo!
I can't deploy this.
Yeah, you just play Soka there. She's like
dead.
toast, right?
Yeah.
We're going to droid deployment.
This is what I meant when I think this deck when it's interacted with is just it just
crumples,
falls on its face. Yeah.
Asajj is going to hit you for 7.
Exhausted.
Oh yeah. Asajj will hit you for 7 and do a damage to the Liberator there. These battle droids are going to come in for 2, and then Bib Fortuna is going to come in for 1. And I'll pass. I'll resource nothing.
Well, I mean, I can ECL that gunship and do 2 damage and then trample over, but that's literally all I do this turn. So
all right,
the gunship is cool though.
Yeah. You're not.
I'm not
dead.
necessarily dead, but
so I have. I was gonna unmask Kylo. I also had the pillage. Last turn, you had 1 card in hand, and you had pillage or whatever. But yeah.
The last card was the thing.
Oh man, that was. Ooh.
Yeah, that Asajj deck seems pretty good.
Ooh.
All right, let's try this here. Wat Tambor.
Red, yellow villain aggro.
I do not think can beat that deck. We'll see.
Yeah.
It isn't as easy as beating up Senators, you're right.
Bib's ability. So Bib says, exhaust him, play an event from your hand, it costs 1 less. Action. Exhaust Bib. Yeah. Bib lets you set up the droid thing on which I think is what shifted the momentum in a big way. Because it was my turn 2 play killed your turn 1 play and did damage to you. So
especially with Asajj's ability, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I was going through stuff that I hadn't played in a while, and I saw Bib, and I was like,
he's looking real spicy now.
Pillage turn 2?
Yeah.
Pillage turn 2 versus the control decks? Seems good. He's a 1/3. The control decks have to sink premium removal into him, otherwise he starts doing good stuff.
Did you need to flip Ahsoka there where you took initiative to try to use a pseudo sentinel?
So
maybe, but I don't think I win the game.
Ahsoka dies for free.
Yeah, she dies for nothing.
She dies for free because Asajj does her damage first.
Yeah.
I've played an event, so Asajj kills Ahsoka and takes no damage back, so you can't even
I just take 7 less damage, that's it.
Yeah. Now it's possible that's the correct play, right? To keep the game going, right?
Yeah.
So
Correct play is to move on to the next game.
Yeah. Yeah, Asajj on her leader size is if you play an event this phase, this unit gets +1 for the attack and deals combat damage before the defender. So I do think there are like in aggro tempo matchups, like being able to do some stuff, bring out Asajj, have Asajj kill something for free is pretty good. So
attack with the unit if you played an event this phase. Okay, so that does not apply on her action.
That's correct. Yeah, she does not give it to other characters. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That would be.
But she does not have the to a unit restriction that a lot of the other power buffing like Gideon or Anakin have. So like at that battle droid, I could crash the battle droid into your base. So the Tuna Man.
Tuna Man's scary.
They blew up the Tuna Man last night. What, Tambor? Glup Shido.
He's beautiful, just the way he is. I will mulligan this. What's ability that says action, tap. If a friendly unit was defeated this phase, give a unit +2/+2 for this phase. And on his flip, his on attack does the same thing. So like on his flip turn, and it's on 5, he's a 3/6.
Skull and Hachi. You're rattling off a whole lot of Glup Shidos there to me. Is she from like Rebels or something? Morgan Elspeth?
Yeah. Well, she's in
Legends of the Force, maybe.
She's in the whatever Ahsoka show too.
Oh, she was in the Ahsoka. I don't know. Is she like related to the Inquisitor somehow? Or
yeah, she's a Night Sister, the Night Mother or whatever.
Oh, okay. So she's like, but she's like works for the Empire and not like the separate.
I mean, she like works for whatever. She's hanging out with Ron.
Okay.
They're their own kind of like faction. In Clone Wars, at least.
She works for Thrawn. Okay.
In Ahsoka show, yeah. The Night Mommy. Do we roll? No. 2.
It was almost a 20. 19. Initiative. Dewarawanga.
Play Poggle the Lesser.
Poggle me. I'm poggling right now.
I'm pogged up.
Yeah, I'll take initiative.
Yes. Luthen leader? Ooh, that'd be sick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be sick. I'm all about that. I suppose you go right there. Alright, we'll run this playback. We'll bib Fortuna on the doorstep.
I'll battle droid escort and exhaust Poggle. I can also make 3 battle droids.
Oh, I see. I see. Alright. I see. I guess we trade a couple of these guys off, perhaps. I'll have the battle droid fight a battle droid.
I'll use Wat Tambor's ability to give this droid +2/+2.
Okay. I will Asajj this battle droid into your base for 2.
I'll take initiative.
And then I'll have this battle droid. I guess if I fight that other battle droid, it'll die at the end of the phase. So sure, I'll fight there.
Okay.
Droid violence.
You
All
can
right.
see it.
Passed. It's a damn shame, really.
I'm gonna play Bazine. Exhaust Boggle. Look at your hand.
Okay. My hand is on the doorstep, breaking in, no good to me dead, and a force throw.
Let's go with force throw.
Okay.
He was breaking in. I'm gonna get breaking in.
Breaking in?
You can have force throw.
So that's gone.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. On the doorstep. On the doorstep. I haven't figured out all the names of the cards yet. On the doorstep is the thing that makes 3 droids.
Yes.
That's too many droids.
It's a lot of droids. All right. Deploy Asajj. You have not had a unit defeated yet, correct?
Correct.
All right, I will deploy Asajj. Tambor is on 5, right? Yeah.
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 You know 4. I'm gonna play Sand Hill exploiting these 2. And pay 2.
Okay. I'm going to Bib Fortuna. Oh, I drew a card when I played Asajj. Okay. I'm going to Bib Fortuna Force Throw.
That was a card Separatist Commando, so 2 damage.
All right, let's take out this battle droid.
I'll Wat Tambor and buff Sand Hill.
Okay. Take out this Poggle. Or what? You have 1 card in hand?
Yep.
Okay. Damn, now would be a really good time to bazine you for my smuggle row.
Yeah.
Be a pretty good time to do all that, I think. All right, I think the battle droids trade. I think that happens. I think it is.
Take initiative.
I think it is to my favor. Keep doing stuff like that. You're at 2. That's a million billion damage away from dying. Let's no good to me dead Sand Hill. Keep him from doing anything wacky over there. And then I think I'm breaking in Asajj into your base for 6. And I'll pass.
Alright, we'll over 1 barrage. I'll kill Asajj and do the shield.
Okay. I will Bosk Poggle the Lesser.
He's dead. I'm gonna deploy Wat Tambor.
I guess he's got a damage on him. I'll have Bib attack your base for 1.
I'll take out Bib.
No, I need him.
I buff this guy again.
I'll take initiative.
Pass.
I'm going to play Strategic Analysis and draw 3 cards. And I'll do 2 damage to Wat Tambor.
Was the Boba suspension discussed yet? No, I don't think we're going to talk about
it. We talked about it at the very beginning of the stream. So.
Yeah.
It'll be up on the YouTube of this video.
I'll attack your base for 3.
Okay. I'm gonna have Bosk attack your base for 5.
I'm gonna Bazine.
My hand is no good to me dead. Kyle's Tie Silencer, Fallen Lightsaber, Confederate Tri-Fighter, and On the Doorstep.
Let's go with the Fallen Lightsaber.
Okay. You don't want Bosk to pick up a...
Not really.
Alright, I will take initiative.
Sandhill for 3. And... pass.
I didn't draw. So this is gone. I draw a card.
Yeah.
All right. I wonder if this deck should be playing Maul units. That way I got like a beat stick and like the 5 slot.
Yeah.
Maybe even like the Palpatine 8-drop unit. Not that we're there yet, but you know, like...
Or like Dooku.
Yeah, maybe Dooku. Because you could cheat in Dooku with like all the droid tokens that you got.
Yeah.
I guess we'll do this. All right. No, it doesn't make any sense. That card's really good here. I think this makes more sense. Okay. I am going to unmask the conspiracy. I'm going to discard Kylo. I had an early version that had Migs in the deck, and maybe Migs comes back in the deck because I got like 12 discard cards. I do think Migs is like a little frail, like he dies to a lot of stuff, but
he's popping off though.
But like Bosk, like you got Bosk and Migs in the field in a board situation like this, and you're just like, so unmasking a Recruit, an Emperor's Legions, and a Mahdi. So let's send Recruit to hell, because that could be anything.
Yeah.
And then Bosk is going to do 2 damage to Mr. Tambor there.
Well, I'll take a race for 3.
All right, I'll take 3. Let's you got the Emperor's Legions, so they just come right back. It's like they were never gone. Let's On the Doorstep, and then Bosk is gonna gun down Wat Tambor.
I'll attack your base for 3.
Sure. I'm gonna have Bosk hit your base for 6 with breaking in, and then Bosk is gonna do 2 damage to San Hill. Bosk is going thermonuclear here.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen Bosk.
I'm done here.
Okay.
The recruit was too much, I think.
Oh,
The recruit
yeah.
is my only hope. We'll get back into it.
Yeah, because you could go get something big.
Yeah.
Massage.
I didn't get my like exploit targets that game. I just got the junk.
Yeah.
I think I last minute cut remnant reserves from this, and I
kind of want it.
Want it.
Yeah. I think remnant reserves might be pretty good. Not using hyperspace droids. These are double-sided droids. These
they're hyperspace ones.
Yeah. If you get a hyperspace base, the hyperspace token is the token is hyperspace.
What?
Yeah. I
had no idea.
Yeah, these are the double-sided. So for stream purposes, it's easier for us to grab the tokens and just get them to the right side.
I did order some acrylic ones on Etsy, so they might be here.
Oh, this is
the next couple weeks.
This would be sick.
Yeah, some like half-size acrylic ones.
This Massage deck is fun. I kind of want to. This is like put this deck through the ringer, see where its like stress points are, because it feels like this dunk. Like I think you've got lines where you turbo dunk control decks.
I mean, I don't know how I was supposed to ever win this matchup with this deck at least.
Yeah, like
I mean, it was picking apart a lot of stuff. It just does so much early like hand interaction.
It's got early interaction everywhere, right? Like it's like there's no aspect of the game it doesn't interact.
So if you could like make the later game a little stronger,
yes, yeah. And I think it's probably smuggle, right? You probably play like a couple of smuggle. Like I'm not playing the blaster, but
give me the centers, quick.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Come on.
I'm filibustering. I'm over here filibustering. You complaining to me about not getting my senators out here fast enough.
Get them senators out here.
One more game, dude. What are you talking about? We're over here having fun.
I know that Saj deck is sick.
Yeah, I want to talk and think about it more. But yeah, Saj is a cool leader. She is a cool leader. I built this Padme one because I was like, she was one that hasn't generated like a ton of hype, and I mean I don't know if other people pumping out Padme decks right now, so
I think she's got game. I think you're on the right track.
I think the green senator is really good. I think if this deck were generating more clone tokens,
mulligan,
then the green senator gets crazy good.
See the news about Boba? No.
Nah.
What happened?
Nah. We are uninformed. Yeah, we were. I saw the tweet for that. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, we're not gonna be allowed to say tweet much longer.
Oh yeah, Zeep. It's it's from X, the Everything app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna put us in
I'll be fined 300 Dogecoin for referring to X, the Everything app, as Twitter.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty ugly.
This is the best thing that could happen to the game. I don't know that that's necessarily true. I think the best thing to happen to this game is that it still exists in 5 years. Because then it's probably just hanging around forever at that point.
Yeah. $19.
L5. You have initiative.
I'm gonna play Bazine.
All right, my hand is you, Wing Reinforcement, Cobb Vanth, Republic Tactical Officer, and Outspoken Representative.
I'll dump that.
Okay. I will play this Tactical Officer.
I'll take initiative.
I'll pass. I think like a lot of if you're playing heroism, you probably just play 2 tech. You just play 2 tech. You just do.
Right? I was like, I want to play tech in here.
I think tech is possibly the most powerful card ever printed.
Yeah. I agree.
For the purposes of this game, right? So it's funny to think it's funny to think about Star Wars card games, right? Like what random abilities end up being the most powerful. Long term, Rancor, tech. People want tech.
Yeah, I mean tech's crazy. It's just a whole other hand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Cobb Vanth.
Yeah. What if I play one?
Well, that's your prerogative. I will take initiative.
I'm
assuming you don't have any way to kill Cobb Vanth from 0.
From 0? No. Sure don't.
Okay, great.
Pass.
Oh, and reset health. I'm going to hit your base for 3.
Sure. I'm going to play Captain Tycho and give Cobb Vanth Sentinel.
I'm going to play this Infiltrating Demolisher, and I'm going to exploit Cobb Vanth.
Okay.
This guy is kind of sick. You can create 2 for a 4/5 Saboteur.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good. I am going to search for top 10 cards for a deck of my deck for a unit cost 2 or less.
Yeah, I think, like...
It's Mahdi.
Actually, I think the mid-range exploit guys are probably the best. Like, this guy, you play him for 4, and a 4/5 Saboteur is, like, fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a lot of times where that stat line is just fine.
Yeah, right.
So
completely fine. Actually, I was probably better off not exploiting Cobb Vanth there, to be honest.
I am going to I'm going to filibuster. I'm going to use Padme to look at the top 3 for a Republic card. We'll get an Ayla Secura. Like that guy in the pre-release event. Yeah, he seems solid.
I'll play my
Machi. I'm going to have Mr. Vanth attack you for 3.
I'll play Poggle the Lesser.
I'll take initiative. I'll have the tactical officer. I'll pass.
I'll take initiative.
Okay. You could kill Cobb Vanth for 3 with Watt.
If you take initiative, then I pump and kill.
Yeah.
And
then I lose.
You
my
take
guy.
initiative. No, if I take initiative, then you kill this and it's useless.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're in an interesting state there. I feel like the units in this set start generating more and more of those, right?
Yeah. I was trying to hold my action because there was that little tension going on there.
Yeah, because I could get the Mahdi killed. If he seizes initiative, I can kill the Mahdi. If I take initiative, then my Cobb Vanth dies and I get no value from him. So, do you think that is an interesting board situation there? Is it you? If I play you, do you take over the board? And you better be real with me. You had better start making some damn sense right about now. Is it this? Maybe I rip the thing on the next turn. One of these two. I guess you. Alright.
Okay, I'm going to play Admiral Trench exploiting this Mahdi. And then when played, I can return up 3 units that are defeated this phase from my discard pile to my hand. I'll return Mahdi, and Mahdi's 1 defeated already, Admiral Trench.
Okay.
And then I'll exhaust Poggle the Lesser and make a drug.
Okay.
Combinating.
I play Evacuate. I'll play an outspoken representative.
I'll have Watt buff my Demolisher.
I'm gonna Republic Tactical Officer Typho into Poggle the Lesser. And we'll give Cobb Banth Sentinel.
I'll deploy Watt Tambor.
Cobb is gonna take out Bazine.
I'll have Watt Tambor fight that guy.
Okay. Toast. Clone Trooper.
And this is gonna buff.
Okay. The Tactical Officer is going to fight the Battle Droid token.
I'll fight your base for 8.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'm gonna Padme and look at the top. No, yeah. Wait. This deck is constantly needing that card, man. I think you play it and Akbar. I legit think you play both of those.
You at least blast the ground. You might figure something out for space, maybe.
Yeah, we'll worry about space. We'll worry about space later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Space is not. I think space is like not a big focus of the set in general.
Yeah, the space units are actively terrible.
Yeah, ground
with the exception of like the handful of capital ships. Like
ground's kind of where it's at.
So yeah.
Do I kill this cop fan? Yeah, I'll fight him.
All right. Cobb is dead, and when defeated, search the top 10. 5, 10. Now we'll get Echo. Has there ever been this many actions on a turn 5 of a game that we've played?
I was thinking the same thing. It really it spread the action economy out a lot with the tokens, which is pretty much what I expected to happen.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It is your action now. I killed Cobb.
I will deploy Echo.
Okay, I'll take initiative.
I will deploy Padme. Padme will fight Trench. She'll take a beating in the process. But I'll restore 1 to my base, and then she will also take a look at the top 3 and put another motherfucking synchronized strike on the bottom of my deck. We gotta get back through. I gotta use Cobb Vanth to get back through the deck to get the synchronized strikes. Okay. There. We're done. Draw 2. I have a fist full of cards.
Overwhelming barrage. 6 damage. 2. About 6 or 2, and then 1 more to, I guess, Echo.
Regional governor is also an official.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. We're playing the 501st the Liberator. Will restore 3. I guess it's heal 3, not restore 3. It's not an actual keyword.
I'll hit your base for 3.
Yeah, the attempt at Padme's life has left her scarred and deformed. I'm gonna play another Cobb Vanth.
Launch your base for 4, 5, 6.
All right, boys, take them out. Echo is going to end at Wat Tambor for 4.
I'll take initiative.
Then the clone trooper is going to take out Wat Tambor. And these officers will do 2 to your base. And then I'll pass.
Okay. Hit your base for 4.
Okay. U-wing reinforcement. Alright, gotta dig to the synchronized strike.
All the way back down.
Alright, what if we'll just do this instead though. What if I just play 2 501st Liberators and a Steadfast Senator and a gain 6?
Play Mahdi.
Vanth. They'll attack your base for 3.
I'll play Mahdi. Sacrifice Mahdi, ready.
Let's kill that Mahdi. Let's smell Empire's Legions or whatever.
I'll buff.
I'll hit you for 3.
I'll hit you for 6.
I'll take initiative.
Emperor's Legion. These Mahdis. I pass.
This deck is really good at like junking up the board.
Yeah, it sure is.
This deck's pretty good at that. I'll say that much. Here's an endless waves of mid to slightly worse than mid dudes. Three cost event that gives +1/+1 to everyone. This should be in consideration. I don't think it's bad. Cody, I think, is probably just better because he's like blanket that. Alright, we're gonna Steadfast Senator this Cobb Vanth and this dude who's done literally all of the damage to me. And then when Cobb Vanth is defeated, I'm going to go looking. He will get Echo again. I I miscounted. I milled all the way to the synchronized strike. I'm going past it again. Yeah.
I'll play Battle Droid Escort.
Okay. Play you. One, two, that. Let's begin liberating. The Liberator is going to go to your base for 3. You're doing the exploit angles. I can tell.
It ain't easy. Yeah, I'm going to play Sandhill, exploit both these guys.
Okay. You'll end up with a droid left over. I am going to continue to liberate your base.
Play Mahdi.
Let's liberate your base some more.
Buff. Mahdi.
Okay. I'll attack your base for 1.
I'll pass.
Are you trying to outpass this deck?
I don't. I
you
can't just like let you kill.
Are you
Mahdi.
trying to filibuster this?
I mean, I guess you can kill him in the round either way, but
I'll Padme. I've yet to begin to talk about the state of the I don't know, the Bacta farmers on what's the Bacta? Who farms? Where did the Bacta come from?
where does Bacta
Wasn't Bacta a big part of one of the Knights of the Old Republic games? Anyway, I'm getting Felucia. Yeah, I think there might be. No, is Felucia the mushroom planet?
I'll take initiative, I guess.
Where Ayla Secura gets blasted out.
Pew, pew.
I'll take a base for 1. And then I'll play Ayla Secura. And then I will finally pass.
Alright, that's enough.
Alright. I've seen enough.
Yep.
Well, a victory for democracy. We can, in fact, talk all of our problems away. We I have shown the banking clan the error of their ways. There is, in fact, ethical capitalism banking clan.
I need to find a way to, like, I don't know how to make this deck good.
Yeah, I mean that's there's like that Sentinel dude. That guy is aggressively costed. That guy is aggressively statted and costed.
The Tycho?
No, the 4 Saboteur dude.
Yeah,
he
no, he's
literally
great.
did all of the damage to me.
He's really good. He's really good. He's good, like you said. He's just good for 4.
That guy's good. That might be worth it in the Asajj deck, right? Like
yeah.
turn one of my little dudes into a 4/5
You
Saboteur
can sacrifice
with like Bib or whatever.
or Bib or like one of the event droids. I mean, you get tons of droids running around. So
the deck does. It's just sitting. It's got droids all over the place.
You drop that for 2 and replace the droid. You do not care.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
So I mean, that guy's really good. I'm impressed with that guy. All right,
that guy was pretty solid. Padme.
Pretty cool.
Padme, lots of bodies. This was one of those things that we were chatting about at the local store, right? This Padme deck, this type of thing, where I think there was some pretty good interaction there. I think this deck just got like the slight upper hand.
Yeah. The Sentinel was really
a
pain.
Yeah, because I mean it soaked 8 damage that turn. At one point, I was at 20 that game.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I started gaining life. I was like trying to find a situation where I can deploy these and then just start clawing the game back, right? Like,
she can just take a billion actions.
Yes.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, it does need refinement. I think, I'm not entirely sure. I think these drop-ins probably leave.
Yeah, they don't think they're worth it.
I don't think they actually do anything.
Yeah.
Petition the Senate.
I think it's probably fine.
It's probably like a 2 of.
Yeah.
It's probably like a 2 of, not a 3 of. But I was playing 3 because I wanted to actually see if it could work, and I believe you got like all of the officials are sticky, right? Cobb Vanth, your opponent doesn't want to kill. Ayla,
You need like a win con.
Yeah, Luminari, same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows, right? Is home 1 just a better win con?
Probably, yeah.
Right. I mean, imagine I'm attacking you with 0 powered dudes just to restore 1. Right?
Rex might be worth it in there too.
Yeah, Rex is probably pretty good. I do think Padme double command. Play command.
You can play command or
get rid of the blue. So the problem is if you get rid of the blue, you get rid of she's whatever. She could be Luke.
Yeah.
I intentionally played her instead of Luke.
Luke is probably better.
Luke is probably better, but she does have immediate like she was heal. Like most of the time, she was going to be like heal 5 or 6.
And you can get her off Padme's ability too.
Instantly,
yeah.
Right? That was the thing about her is she came in and would heal. So that's something. Ewing, has Ewing in the history of the world gained 6 life before on the spot? I don't think so.
Could it have?
But there was no other like coming to play. You had to go get restore stuff, right?
Yeah, true.
So, like this guy, what is this guy? This guy is the cleric from Hearthstone that was like in the 3rd set or something like that. That literally every deck played.
He was a 3 power guy
that healed 3. Yeah, do you remember?
I do remember that guy.
So yeah, this is that card. So this is the Sabine. Like you take an action from Sabine with this card.
It's so good. It could kill Sabine unit or like any number of other things. You're fine trading it for the
right. You play this guy. So you
Marine.
play something the Sabine deck doesn't want to kill.
Yeah.
They don't kill it. You erase the damage that they do, and then the next turn, Tactical Officer means that this guy can trade into Sabine, right?
Without dying.
And that's assuming you don't have like the Steadfast Senator on the board. This is I have never seen a heat sink card quite like this one, right?
You got to kill him.
My suspicion was this card was good,
Mm-hmm.
and that game, like soon as this hits the table, you're getting the surprise strike, right? So, the timely, I think that's fine for the deck, just because I think there's an amount of stuff that you do want. I'm not sold on the freighter, but there were a lot of times where I could just play this and it would just be 2 bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably fine. It might be like a 2 of, who knows. This guy was good. This guy,
that guy's insane.
I think this guy V Sabine wins the game.
I think so too.
Right?
2/4 also.
Yeah.
And you can just give one of your 04 senator, like the heal senator guy, Sentinel for that turn, and it soaks 2 attacks.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
What's like you, because you can also get this guy off of, like he's a perfect U-wing reinforcement, right?
Yep.
Because you can do like this off of U-wing reinforcement. You do like this off of U-wing reinforcement.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like you're getting trounced on the ground, and you're just like, well.
You do have to figure out a space plan.
Yeah, that's fine.
You
The
gotta figure
space plan is beat their ass so bad on the
Just
ground.
heal with senators on the ground.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk the spaceships out of the sky. We'll stop them.
So you just use the play the blue event that kills all their units.
Typho with Ray is a problem. I could see that. Yeah, because you can buff them.
Yeah, pretty dang good.
Yeah.
New Hope. All right, that'll do it.
There we go. We're done here.
We'll be back Sunday.
Yeah.
For more.
Oh man, I love new cards.
New cards are great. Building decks is really hard.
New cards is sick.
So
yeah.
Thanks for watching, y'all.
All right,
and we'll see you next time.
See ya.